Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be attempting to do my first bald cap installation, and you will see how this goes in the next clip or in the rest of the video, but let's get into it. So this is how I wear my hair under my braids. This is the braid pattern that I always do, and it works the best for me. And for me, it doesn't cause any breakage, but I have heard people say that this braid pattern causes breakage for them, but I just make sure I oil my scalp and moisturize my ends and keep my hair nice and moisturized under my wigs. So here I'm just taking a wig cap. I got like a 12 pack or something like that on Amazon. And then I'm taking this lace bond spray. I think that, or no, it's the Eben lace bond spray. So here I'm just taking it and spraying it on my edges to adhere the cap down. And this is always the hard part for me. I think I've done a bald cap like twice in my entire life. And that was probably back in like 2019, and I sucked. And ever since then, I haven't done one. So this will be my first one, technically, in a very, very long time. And here I am just making sure that it's down all the way, because I know I always have issues with it lifting and it not actually being stuck to my head or my forehead, which you guys will see in the next clip. The ear tabs are always my trouble area. For whatever reason, I cannot get the freaking ear tabs down. But here I'm just cutting off the extra lace, but not the lace by my ear because it wasn't adhered all the way. So I'm gonna take this Bold Hold, I think it's like Bold Hold Liquid Gold, I think that's what it's called, to really get in there and adhere down the ear tabs, because the spray just isn't doing it for me. It's just not working. So I go in with this, and unfortunately, if you don't manipulate this product right, it does turn white. So as you can see, my ear tabs are a little white. I should have put some makeup on them, but y'all, this is my first time in years. Literally, I've only done the bald cap method maybe twice in my life. So yeah, I'm trying to do better. But here I'm just cutting off the extra lace. One of the main reasons why I do hair videos or wig videos is because I'm not that great at it. And I just want to show you guys how I'm able to work with the wig and finesse it, because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I just make it work. So here I am taking my wig, which is from westkiss Hair. They are literally my favorite hair company now. I absolutely love their wigs. They're always so full and just really, really nice and thick from root to end. I never have any issues with it. This wig is 30 inches. 13 by 6 lace frontal, and it is 250% density. And this baby is thick. Okay, I love me a good thick wig. And I also did watercolor this hair jet black. As you can see, she is nice and black. So here I'm cutting off the ear tabs, and then I'm gonna go back in with that spray. And this is where I made my first mistake, because you can literally see the cap underneath the wig. I didn't pull the wig up far enough, and I don't know what I was looking at, or I don't think I could really see it from the angle that I was looking at, because I had a little mirror in front of me. So now that I'm back editing the video and the camera is like higher than the mirror was, I can see it. So that's why I had to do the dramatic baby hairs, but you guys will see that in the end. So here I'm just putting on a elastic band to melt down my edges, and I'm just gonna blow dry it to kind of help it out a little bit, because I did not have time to just sit there and wait for it. And sometimes when I take off my elastic band, it's not dry, and then the freaking wig moves, and then we got a problem and I gotta do it all over again. So here I'm just, you know, putting the blow dryer to it to give it a little bit of help. And then I'm gonna take this off to see where we're at. And as you can see, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look terrible, but it is definitely way too far back. Like where the cap is where the wig should be at, but I don't know what I was looking at, honestly. So here I'm just taking some of that liquid gold and making sure that the lace is all the way laid down. And then I'm gonna go in and mold down my part. At first I was gonna do a side part, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a middle part. So I'm doing a middle part, and I need to really, really mold this down, because the hair was not wand curled. The hair was hot combed back so that I could put the wig on without any problems. So now I have to mold it to a middle part. And I'm just taking some mousse and making sure it is nice and slick. And I'm also gonna add some concealer to the part just to make it a little bit, you know, more visible, because it's looking a little thin. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the hair looks like air dried. This is the natural hair texture. This is a body wave wig, but I did comb through it, so that's why it looks a little brushed out, but I really do like that look as well. So here I'm going in with my straightener, and shout out to Tasha, okay? She put me on her story. She posted about these straighteners, and I went to my local Target and got them, and I got them on sale. So I will link them down below so you guys can check them out, or go to your local Target and see if they're on sale. But I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten this hair real quick, and then I'm gonna show you guys a comparison between the straightened side and the side that is just air dried. This hair straightened really, really nicely, like really beautifully. I don't know if it was a straightener, but it was straightening like gold, okay? And I didn't even put anything in the hair to help it out. No BioSilk, no nothing, okay? I put the BioSilk in after I was done because I forgot to use it while I was straightening it, but it still turned out really, really good. So here I am just finishing up my last piece, and this hair is absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing like jet black middle part straight. It's nothing like it. So here you can see one side is a little textured, air dried, you know, a little wavy. And then this side still has texture, but it is nice and silky and straight. And I absolutely love this hair. As you can see, all the way from the root to the ends, it's nice and full. And this hair is just beautiful. It's gorgeous. All of my westkiss hair wigs are literally my favorite wigs. Those are my go-to wigs. Every time you guys ask me about what wig is this, what wig is this, it's probably my westkiss wigs because they have the best quality in my opinion. So here I'm just showing you the comparison. And then I did both sides really, really nice. I wasn't able to see in the back of my head. So in the back, it's probably some spots that I missed, but I really love the way this hair feels. I love the texture. It's just nice and silky, and I'm in love. So this is where I had to kind of finesse because although it doesn't look terrible, I could have gotten away with this if I would have pulled the wig up where it's supposed to be. It would have looked really good actually if I would have pulled it up where it's supposed to be. I probably wouldn't have even done any baby hairs, but because you can see the cap, sis, okay, the one underneath, I had to finesse. So I had to go in and do some very, very extra dramatic baby hairs. For this one, this is not everyone's cup of tea, I get it, but I had to do it for this video because I didn't know how to fix the lace. Like I didn't want to lift it or mess it up and try to cut it off. Like I didn't want to do all that. So that's why I just decided to kind of camouflage it by putting the baby hairs. And yeah, so if you don't like extravagant over the top baby hairs, then by any means don't do this. But I definitely went in after this video and kind of like trimmed them a little bit because they were a little bit too long, but I really do like the way it turned out. So here I'm just making sure I part out all the sections of the hair that I want to use for my baby hairs, and shall I say adult hairs, and I'm making sure that they're forward so that they get completely separated from the hair in the back. And I'm gonna spray some hairspray in the middle as well to kind of adhere it even more, okay? Because you just wanna make sure it's laid. And then I'm gonna take a elastic band again and put that on for a little bit. And then I'm gonna cut these little hairs to get out of my face because they were tickling my nose. So I'm gonna cut them shorter so that they're not in the way. And then I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit so I can make sure it's nice and flat, it's nice and adhered, everything is nice and laid. So here is where I take the elastic band off, and I can just imagine how great this install would have been if I would have put it in the right spot. I cannot stop thinking about it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, y'all. So I'm gonna go in with my very, very tiny flat iron, which we all know. We all know the gist now. You use the little flat iron to get your edges laid in the right direction, and I always flip them backwards, and that's how you get the little swoop. And then you want to just do that to all of them. And this is the part where you can just, you know, do whatever you want, freestyle. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to make them as dramatic as possible to cover up this lace. But you can definitely go in, pluck them. I definitely could have went in and plucked them to make them a little less dense, and also just to kind of cut them and make them a little shorter. But yeah, your girl was just trying something. I'm just trying stuff out, you know? So that's what these videos are for me to experiment, for me to learn. I'm really trying to get better at my installs this year, and I'm trying to figure out my go-to type of look, if that makes sense. So that's what these videos are for. Show you that even someone who doesn't know what they're doing, myself, can get the job done. So here I'm just kind of like tailoring them and fixing them up to kind of frame my face a little bit, because sometimes, you know, edges can make or break everything. And although these were hella dramatic, I still really like the way it turned out, actually. So I'm gonna put this on for about 10 minutes, let them dry, and this is what we ended up with. As you can see, the hair is so silky and beautiful, and I just love it. You guys, I love this hair so much. I actually kind of like the way my edges turned out. It's kind of giving the little swoopy in the front. That was a complete accident, but it actually looks kind of cute. So yeah, you can go in, trim them, pluck them, cut them however you like, but this is just how I ended up doing it because I was trying to finesse the lace, okay? So yeah, this is what the hair looks like. Absolutely gorgeous. I did go in and bump the ends because that's just my favorite thing to do with straight hair. As you can see, the hair is flowing and looks so good. As you can see, I also did kind of forget, like I said, I couldn't see the back of my head, so I did kind of forget a little patch in the middle, but you get the point. She is laid, and this is 30 inches, y'all. This is giving 34, okay? I'm 5'7", and usually 30 inches is like at my waist, basically, and this is like at my butt, okay? So this is definitely giving 34, 36 low-key, but I will have all of the information listed in the description box for you to check out, and I will see you all in my next one.